spotlight hit the car, that we finally got a rough look at him, and at this moment, he actually ignored the police cars behind him, and started chatting with a pedestrian on the side of the road. What is interesting is that, after the driver got off the highway, and switched on colorblind mode to run multiple red lights, the police department seemed worried he might hit pedestrians, so they appeared to have given up the ground pursuit. When the camera zoomed out, the cops were still behind him, but they had already turned off their police lights. Could it be that they thought he was too bad at driving, and did not want to pressure him? And what is even rarer, is this next shot. The driver was surrounded by 4 police officers, front and back. Not a single one had their lights on, and even though the driver was moving this slowly, not one of them went in to stop him. What this driver did may not have been that serious. The best result would be for him to realize he cannot escape, and get out of the car voluntarily, but this kind of leniency seemed to be taken by the driver as his own glory. At the intersection, he suddenly accelerated again. That was clearly a provocation toward the cops. He had no idea that in this matchup, the cops were holding back harder. After the driver made several turns in a row, the helicopter zoomed out again. You could see there was not a single police car behind him, but in the driver's eyes, this meant he was born with supernatural skill. Even while surrounded by multiple cops, he still managed to break through. That made his confidence explode. The cops of Los Santos were nothing special after all. Right at that moment, a gas station appeared up ahead. The driver drove straight in. Seeing such a perfect opportunity, the helicopter immediately called in ground units. In just over 10 seconds, several officers suddenly appeared. They blocked him from the front and the back, and caught him completely off guard. The driver was surrounded with nowhere to go. The red pickup truck blocking the driver's way. It moved forward, and opened up a road to freedom for him. The driver hit the gas and took off again. Not only did he panic and almost drive into a tree, but even the convertible roof that was halfway closing was forced to stop. That once handsome convertible sports car now had 2 rocket launchers sticking up. Somehow, it looked even cooler. But with more and more wind resistance, the driver also realized he could not keep driving like this. So after the driver created some distance, he simply pulled over to the side of the road. No one expected that after 2 such great chances, the driver would once again turn danger into safety. It seems like Lady Luck really was riding with him, but after choosing to turn around, the driver ran into traffic at the intersection. Seeing the cops getting closer step by step, he hit the gas, and then he crashed straight into a tree on the sidewalk. The rear wheels were lifted into the air. The front wheels would not move, while the rear wheels kept spinning. Everything happened too fast. Let's take a look at the replay. It seemed like he wanted to squeeze between the pedestrian and the tree, but not only was there not enough space to begin with, the car's direction also shifted.